Chocolate chip cookies are one of the most loved foods around the world. Whether you like it chewy, soft, or crunchy, there's nothing better than just a nice chocolate chip cookie. However, there are a ton of recipes on how to make them, but personally, I think this one is the best. To start this recipe, what we're going to do is get a medium saucepan and add 1 cup of softened butter. This is definitely going to be an important stage because we're going to be making a nice melted brown butter. And what this is going to do is intensify the flavor. Melt the butter on low heat because we want this to be a nice and smooth process. We don't want to do it too high and fast because then it might come out burning. You might be wondering why we're doing this to our butter and taking it to the next stage, but it's mainly because it intensifies the flavor without actually adding any extra ingredients or anything else. Just by hitting that golden color, it adds a nutty and nice and bold flavor, which will definitely stand out between other cookie recipes. Once you hit that golden color, you want to take it off the burner and transfer it into a liquid measuring cup. From here, as you're pouring the last little bits of butter, you will see the brown liquid solids that have actually come out of the butter. Now, as we're doing this, we want to actually fill it up to the 1 cup mark with water, because you're going to lose some of the liquid from the butter as you melted it, so fill it up to 1 cup with just a little bit of water, just until it hits. Set that aside to cool for about 20 minutes, and as you're waiting, go into a large bowl and add 1 cup of light brown sugar and half a cup of white granulated sugar. To the sugar mix, add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. After you've added your vanilla, get back to the brown butter that has been cooled and then pour it in and cream it with the hand electric mixer until it gets a nice and fluffy consistency. After you've creamed together those ingredients, add 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. After you've mixed up all the ingredients listed, now you want to go on to your dry mixture, which you're going to add to the batter. In this dry mixture, you want to add 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I would also recommend to sift these just so then there's no lumps in your cookie dough. By this point, you want to have a nice thick cookie dough, but if it doesn't come to be like that yet, then you can always add a little bit more flour. And now for the most important ingredient in this whole entire video is the chocolate chips. I would definitely recommend using semi-sweet chocolate chips, just so then it's not too sweet, and I would go in with 1.5 cups. After you folded in the chocolate chips, you could also optionally add any nut you want too, like pecans, walnuts, or even almonds. However, I chose to use walnuts here. For the baking steps, you want to grab a large rectangular baking tray, cover it with parchment paper, and then what you want to do after that is grab the cookie dough, form it into little circles, just so then they don't touch. Then, you want to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 16 minutes, and you will have one of the best cookies you've ever had.